going to do an open cup pour, and starting out with a base made of Master Touch ultramarine blue mixed with some Floetrol. So we're going to put that on the canvas. I'm using extra paint, a lot of extra paint, because I'm going to dip some coasters into the extra paint, make those too. So here we go. Just put that on there real quick. And then smush it around a bit. And get it side to side. On the sides. Corner. Make sure it's covered up. This base coat gives the pour paint a vehicle to ride on. When you tilt it, spread it around. You don't want the paint rolling over itself, you want it to slide. And I don't want to see white back there either, so I'm going to put more on it. You see bits of white here and there, that's the canvas. Any additional base coat this thing does not want, it'll just let slide off the side. Alright, that'll be good for now.
There you go.
Yeah, this is gonna, it's gonna cover. Alright. Red Solo cup. It's about to get gashed. Hopefully I will. Helps to use a sharp blade, you know. Alright. I'm gonna put that right there in the middle. And kind of put some paint around the bottom of it to help hold it down. These cups like to travel once you start putting paint in it, which is fine, but I don't need it sliding off onto the table. Alright, I have various colors of paint prepared with some silicone added to them, hopefully make it conducive to cells. Bring the paint over. There's a couple of different ways you could do this. You can pour each cup in all at once, or take turns. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. We'll see. Colors. I want the center to be brightest, so we're going to add the brightest colors last, because you pour the first ones in, it's going to end up being spread out to the edges. More and more, you pour more paint into it. That's the brand I was using for the silicone. Hope you can make that out. It's WD-40 3-in-1. All right. only really colors I'm care about are the bright ones that I want to put in last. The other ones don't really matter. All right. Put that in. Some of this. And this. It takes longer to prepare than to do this part. Pour all that one in. See, there goes the cup. It's trying to lift up and go. And it's a going. That's okay. You can do what you want, little fella. That right there is a mix of my own color. Metallic emerald and malachite. I don't want the cup going any farther, that's why I'm holding it down. I'm gonna add the rest of this. And more of this purple here. Hopefully, I was hoping to see some bits of paint sneaking out from under the edge of the cup. But I don't see any, unless it's under the blue base coat. And the rest of this. Alright, now we're going to go with them brights. Really don't want that thing traveling too much, but it is. Doesn't help that it's not level. Put that over there like that. Put a little pyramid under there. Hopefully I want to go around the other direction. Alright, you can get around here and see that right there. It's creeping out the one side there already. Okay, put the rest of that in there. And now I'm gonna go with this. That's fluorescent red, though it looks pink. Stay put. All right. And orange, fluorescent type. There goes the other direction. All right. And then gonna put the blue in. And the higher you pour that stuff in, farther it likes to spread out once it's in there, and can create air bubbles in it, which a lot of people don't want, but I do. They tend to be conducive to cells. Alright, now I'm going to let it sit there for a minute and just think about what it's done. And it better not have an attitude. Yeah, there's some bubbles in there. Alright, now I'm going to lift it up a little bit and then set it back down again. Let some of that stuff squish out of the bottom. Here we go. Set it back down again. And you can see some of the brighter colors coming out that I poured in last. There's some of that fluorescent red and there's some of the yellow orange. Alright, I'm going to tilt it a bit. See if we can get some movement. This stuff is going to come over the sides. And I want to keep it intact as much as possible without turning into mud. because that is where the puddles are going to be that I'm going to dip the coasters in. Alright, now what I am going to do is I'm going to drag the cup. I'm going to go, this is not terribly easy, this way, and then I'm going to go this way. And lift it as I go. And we'll see what happens. Looks like a little phoenix kind of thing right there going already.
Looks like a hippo.
Hippo? Oh, you mean the whole thing?
Yeah.
Looks like a fat-headed horse. I'm talking about like if you turn around here, you see that. Alright, now I'm about to torch it a bit. Knock some of these bubbles out of it. You immediately see some small cells and hopefully they'll grow. Alright. I think what I'll do is I'll tilt it this way first. And then back this way. Try to keep that basic form. See, it's sliding still. It's not rolling over itself, which it probably will start doing here shortly, I think. That corner down there doesn't seem to want to, it's starting to stall a bit. I'm going to save them colors. I'm going to go back down the other direction. Okay. Losing a bit of color there. Going to go back towards the middle. This way. Don't want to go too fast. You need to have some patience, and I don't really have patience. Alright, I'm letting that slide off the corner. Alright. And then back to the other corner. Some of the cells at the edges down at the other end, my left side, are starting to stretch too much and blur. Probably because I'm going too fast. Alright, I'll pull it over with my thumb. Set it back down again. Try to anyway. Alright, now it's leaning this way, which is fine. It's got to go somewhere. I can pull this over. But I like that black, or not black, I like that solid corner right there. Wouldn't bother me to have solid corners on all of them, but it's alright, one way or another. I'm going to let that set right there, like that. Yeah, I don't have any other place to put it. Just a second. I'm going to let that drain off a bit. And you can probably pause it right there.